This is my match footage from the 2021 Potomac Grail held at Thurmont, Maryland.
Are you ready?
This is the warm-up stage, 4 to the body, 1 to the head. We just used that one middle target.
If you're finished, unload, show clear.
427, clean.
Shooter ready.
First 2 targets are shot from retention. Had a little fumble there with my best. Then you move down range and engage 3 targets from 3 separate shooting positions. All of these targets had to be shot strong hand only.
If finished, unload, show clear.
For this stage, we're in a covered wagon. Everything is near to far priority. Everything gets 2. I'm still occasionally hitting the slide release before the mag is completely inserted.
Alright, I see clear, slide, hammer, holster.
This is a standard stage, 2 strings. First string is 3 to that target, move down range, 3 to the next target, and then 1 headshot. Then the SO will top you off, and the second string is 3 to that second target and a second headshot.
Are you ready? Stand by. Okay, if you finished, unload and show clear.
This is the train robbery stage. You start crouched underneath the window, grab a pickup gun off the dead guy, 5 rounds into this target. This entire stage is supposed to be shot strong hand only. Then you get your gun out of the briefcase. And there's my mistake, which cost me my 1 procedural for the match. I realized it, managed to correct, so I only caught a penalty as opposed to a flagrant. For this stage, you start pointed at the cone on the signal, activate a stomp plate, which activates the clamshell. Everything else gets 2. Here, I should have dumped a 3rd round into that target so that I was empty and reload on the move, as opposed to having to reload right here.
Alright, if finished, unload, show clear. I see clear, slide, hammer, holster.
For this stage, you again start loaded at the cone, engage the first target through the doorway with 6 rounds, and then sweep your way around, engage other targets with 2 rounds. These are surprise targets in the open, and here I did the right thing and dumped the extra round. And then the last position is from cover.
1, 6, 7, 8.
Slide forward, pull the trigger, and holster. I got
The camper stage. You start holding an extension cord, which is holding up a steel popper, which when you let go of the cord, will activate a double swinger, double non-threat swinger. And here I'm having a hard time finding the dot. So by this point, I'm a little frustrated and take excessive chances with shooting through or past the swinging non-threats, but I actually went down 0 for this stage, so maybe I should shoot frustrated more often. This is a standing, kneeling, prone stage, and I accidentally turned the GoPro on my hat off instead of on, so I only have the ground camera here. Everything gets 2, but in order to be empty at an advantageous point, I took 3 shots at a bunch of these targets so that I wouldn't have to reload when I was actually prone, because I'm laying on my magazines.
If you finish, unload, show clear. Clear, slide forward. Down and now are you going to go prone on holster, however.
This is an unloaded gun start. On the signal, load, gauge targets. I'm having trouble finding the dot, and I sent a round into that non-threat. Everything gets 2. I'm having a lot of trouble finding the dot on this stage, mostly because the sun is right in our back. And here's another example where I should have dumped a round earlier so that I could have reloaded on the move.
If you finished unload, show click. 40-38. And clear side forward, hammer down, and holster.
For this stage, you again start unloaded. Every target gets 2 hits, 1 head, 1 body through these 8s, which are vision barriers. And there was a little sweat bee that walked across my camera. This up and over only required 1 hit. I shot this stage slower than I would have liked, but the sun's still on our backs. I'm still having trouble finding the dot, but I do manage to shoot the stage clean.
If you finished unload, show click.
Bullets go where I want them to go when I find the dot.
Yeah, if clear side forward, hammer down, and holster. Range is clear.
I'm happy finishing 3 out of 8 in my division. There were a lot of really good shooters at this match. The match was well run. It was fun. Hope to do it again next year, and I hope to see you in a future match video.